Hello there, so that's MegaMogwai here, and I got another of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today I have a brand new toy for you fellow EKKO enthusiasts, as we have a new version of the mid-range EKKO deck that I showcased a while back that honestly feels very promising, and I'm very excited to share this deck today, more so than usual because I put a lot of thought and work into this build. But before anything, I gotta give a big shout out to Mizume Lore, because well, I was scrolling through Twitter a few days back and I saw a post. I don't recall who did it. I think it was RuneterraCCG.com. I'm not sure exactly. They posted about a new EKKO deck with Sivir. And while I don't recall the actual deck itself, and you know, I'm always honest about this. Like, if I'm gonna showcase somebody else's deck, then I'm always upfront, and I will let you know that it's not me who built it, but the person, and I'll you know, shout them out in the video and stuff as usual, right? But this is a bit of a weird case because I was inspired by Mizume, incorporating Sivir alongside EKKO. But I didn't really bother paying too much attention to the deck itself because I kind of wanted to build it on my own, because I had a specific idea in mind with EKKO that I've been, you know, brainstorming for a while now. And Sivir felt like she would fit really, really well and actually enhance our deck's overall power level. And I'm going to explain why. Hopefully today's deck tech is not super long, but like I said, I put a lot of thought into this deck, and I have a lot to say, so hopefully you guys you know, are excited to understand the whole purpose of this build. So first of all, we are playing Sivir, right? But we're not actually playing 3 copies of EKKO and 3 copies of Sivir. We have a bit of a weird triple champion sort of spread. We have 3 copies of EKKO, 2 copies of Sivir, and 1 copy of Vi. The reason is, I'm not trying to be edgy here, right? The reason we're doing this is because Sivir is a fantastic champion, and I'm going to explain why she works so well in this deck shortly. But the problem with her is her signature spell is a way to balance her a little bit, right? Because her signature spell is actually pretty underwhelming. And you don't want to be drawing multiple copies of Sivir in a game because diminishing returns are pretty real with this sort of unit. So because we have so many predicts in this deck, we are better than most decks by far at drawing the cards that we want to draw. Therefore, we only really need to draw 2 copies of Sivir because we only want her in the very late game anyways most of the time, even though we can play her on curve as well, and in certain matchups that can be really good, especially in conjunction with Merciless Hunter, but she's not as crucial until the later portions of the match, and therefore our ability to find her is pretty secured in a way. And by playing 2 copies of her, we can make room for a one-off of Vi that can go a long way, as Vi helps out the deck a lot as well. Like, I really like Vi with EKKO, and I like Vi with Chronobreak, and I just really like Vi with Rally's effects in general, and she works really well with the Absolver win condition. The Absolver win condition is what I believe is currently, as of right now, the best way to play EKKO. It's a really strong win condition with him because alongside the Rally effects, giving Overwhelm to a champion, it may be Vi, for example, with her huge attack power, or Sivir, we can spread out the Overwhelm and the Spell Shield and the Quick Attack to all of our fellow attackers, and thus get some massive late game swings that in conjunction with Chronobreak can just be absolutely ridiculous, right? So if you want to compare this deck to other established decks in the meta, it plays similarly to Sivir Akshan. It is a mid-range deck. Instead of having Demacia and access to single combat, concerted strikes, and sharp sights, etc., but mostly the strike spells, we get access to Chronobreak through EKKO. And Chronobreak is a really, honestly, it is ridiculously broken as a card. That's what I really like about EKKO's design, is that you get, through this entire predict synergy, you get to work towards this insanely busted card that can only be generated through the champion itself. And it is just so satisfying to play Chronobreak, and in a deck like this, it's extremely powerful. I mean, it's powerful in most decks, but with our curve and the way we have to spread out, and with the Sivir Absolver late game game plan, we are able to just have a nasty end game that actually rivals, and I would argue exceeds, at least in raw power, the one action Sivir works for with the Warlord's Horde. So that's the reason why we're playing this. And Sivir helps out a lot because of her inherent synergy with Absolver and because of her great synergy with Merciless Hunter. And we're playing a full set of Merciless Hunter because we have a total of 5 4-drops with Quick Attack that love to come in on curve right after her and take down a vulnerable unit with their quick attack keyword. So that is why we are playing it this way. Also having, as you guys can see, our 5 3-drops that we're playing here all have the same stat line in 4-2, which is really important because it allows us to block and trade evenly into Poppy on curve. We can even set up the blocker before she plays it. It doesn't matter who has the attack token, we'll always be able to block into Poppy with our 3-drops, which is really, really important in this meta. I don't think I have to explain why. Then, when it comes to our early games, we have the Fallen Feline, absolute staple for any sort of deck with predicts, as we are able to generate the Hexi Crystal, which can be insane in a lot of matchups, and we have the drop border as a full set as well. We have a pretty low curve, as you guys can see here. Ancient Preparation is a full set. We have the ability to actually spread out quite effectively because of our drop borders, which can allow us to spread out the board, make our chrono threats more valuable, and also justify a one-off of a pretty quirky addition that we have for this deck, and that is Give It All. Now, you can go without this card. Honestly, I'm still not completely certain about it. The theory on it is very legit, but the problem is it's still very expensive. Like, it's still really, really expensive as a card. But the idea behind Give It All is that it is really powerful with both Vi and Sivir on the board. Also EKKO as well. Because we have an easy time spreading out and having a resilient board state with our drop borders and our cheap 1-drops and everything, by going for Give It All, I can turn every single one of those units into a Vi or a Sivir. Because that's what Give It All does. Besides the specific effects that go beyond the keywords, everything else is granted, right? And Give It All essentially converts everything into a Sivir, which I think is just such a nasty effect, such a very, very powerful effect, and it's not like incredibly expensive compared to other, you know, game-winning spells like Field of Rush, for example. And I really like it as a one-off. Off camera, it's put in a lot of work, but in today's recording, it didn't really actually perform too well. So whether you can take this out for something else is up to you. I recommend options like Siphoning Strike, which can be nice. I like having, you know, specific one-off cards, reactive cards that I can potentially fish for in specific scenarios. That's why we have a one-off of Red Negation. That's why we have a one-off of Quicksand to kind of like support our full set of Scrying Sands to have a little bit of interaction in combat with the opponent. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the deck list right there. We have Feral Prescience alongside Scrying Sands. We have this as a 2-of because we don't need 3, but we have a lot of predicts as you guys can see, but we can run a little bit less than before because of the recent buff to EKKO, which I forgot to mention. One of the reasons why we built this deck to begin with is because EKKO is now buffed and he's actually pretty insane. So keep that in mind. EKKO equals insane, at least from a power level perspective, so that's pretty neat. And a little bit of card draw there with Preservarium, and that's essentially the list right there. So that wasn't as long as a deck tech as I was fearing because, like I said, I put a lot of thought into this, and I felt like I was going to ramble for quite a while. But I think I said everything that I need to say. When it comes to the Mulligan, I'll always Mulligan away drop border. I mean, unless you're facing aggro, you can justify keeping it in the opener. But for the most part, get this out of your hand. Never Mulligan away Fallen Feline, ever. And aim to have an early curve filled with predicts, because if you manage to do that, then you can really control how your draws are going to go, and therefore you're going to be able to have full control over your curve much more than other decks and other players will, which is one of the perks of playing this deck. You know, control in your draws and one hell of a spell that is just incredibly busted, and we work towards it. It's just such a satisfying playstyle, honestly, that I'm just really hyped about sharing this today, and hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. I think it's really good, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to stop talking. Have a solid day. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Hope you enjoy the matches. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here we go. Bandle City is our first opponent. Drop border. Whenever you see this in your opening hand, you mulligan it away immediately. I don't think I have to explain why. Red Negation is too niche for this matchup. Not really good, so we don't want it either. Too early for the Absolver. I'm going to do a full mulligan, even though the risk of us drawing into another drop border is enhanced for... So I don't recommend like aggressive mulligans all the time if you find your early predicts, but in that case, I think it was justified. We do find a turn 1 predict. I feel very good about that, and we're going to go ahead and skip this one, because we're trying to find other sources of predict. I'm sorry, I gotta focus. Okay. May as well just drop this, to be honest.
Gotta find a gift for Renekton. Right, Arda?
I'm actually gonna play the Merciless Hunter. I want to get rid of the Bandle City Mayor and slow him down.
Oh boy, here I go.
Even though we do, again, we're increasing our chances of finding that drop border that we don't want to draw by drawing so much without predicting. But the heart of the cards is on our side, and we be fine. We gotta work for the EKKO level up now. That's basically our objective. We've slowed that down just to remove the Bandle City Mayor, but I think it's worth it because it allows us to push some very good damage with Merciless Hunter. That fearsome really coming into play in this matchup, and like I mentioned, slowing them down. Also setting up a blocker for a Poppy, discouraging my opponent from developing her. If we didn't answer the Mayor, they could have had a 1-mana Loping Telescope into a 3-mana Poppy. And that would have been no fun. We're gonna go with Aspiring Chronomancer. Good 2-3 blocker stat line. Beautiful. I love it. And I think I'm gonna take the Ancient Preparations. I have a lot of predicts at this point. I'm gonna skip.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe.
Getting 2 blockers, baby. There we go. Yeah. I can't. I should be. I think I'm a pretty good maniacal laughter guy, but I don't know why. I failed miserably there. Okay. All right. Let's lead off with you.
My past flashes.
I think we can.
Sing with the darkness in your heart. New tech, new trick, new day, new
Zon. I think I can go EKKO here. Well, never mind. I can still do this though. I gotta push some damage. Nice. No need for Red Negation.
I got all the time in the world.
I think Preservarium is fine actually.
Got a good feeling about tomorrow.
He did math? What the hell was that? Alright, we're definitely attacking with you. We want to attack with you two as well. No reason not to attack with you. This can be... This is best kept in the back. But I like this attack like this. Because I either have 3 health units that they can't really block well into. And we have a fearsome unit here as well, and they block Mr. onto the 2-3, so that's fantastic. We get the Chronobreaks on the deck, which is really important. I could have gone for the time trick there, but I feel like Preservarium is just safer. It just nets me, guarantees me value. Poppy? Because if we see Poppy, I just play EKKO. Out of 10.
Things aren't gonna improve themselves.
I kind of do want to play you though. I'm gonna bank on. I'm gonna try to find this Chronobreak. I'm gonna go in
This is my future.
because we're definitely on the clock, so we gotta try to apply pressure. Such a funny. That's swell for me. Again, we gotta work for that Chronobreak.
No help. I try.
That's nice. Absolver is pretty important to win, but it's just very important for me to find that Chronobreak. So I got to do my best.
Mama's home.
just time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Round 2. Gonna block into EKKO. We're pushing some very good damage there. I gotta find that Chronobreak again. They are at 7 out of 10. They don't have Ionia, so they needed that unit. They've already played Freljord. Beautiful. Let's skip. If we don't find Chronobreak, we skip. Let's pass back, see what they do, and let's predict again. God, this deck is so satisfying. This deck is the tits. The tits. Oh man. We got to give it a little bit late for that, but I mean, we could give everything fearsome, right? But I mean, why not? Well, I mean, I don't want to BM. To be fair, we haven't guaranteed one here. If I play give it all, I mean, is there anything he could have to deal with this with EKKO? But like I said, I kind of want to. I can just kill them this turn because of the Hexite Crystal. So let's actually just play the Fallen Feline. Let's spread out wide. Let's just threaten him with an open attack. Like, we don't want to resort to. We don't want to like force the Chronobreak. We just want to pass over initiative as much as we can. He knows we have the Hexite Crystal, so that just we put him in a bit of a checkmate position here. Like, we actually don't need to resort to the Chronobreak this round. We just need to open attack next round. Wow. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's a good Hexite for me. I'm not even gonna resort to the Chronobreak. I mean, yes I am. Like really, like what? I mean, they could kill off my EKKO. No, I have the Shape Stone. Yeah, like come on, let's just Chronobreak. let's not be dumb about it. Let's actually get the lethal when the opponent only has 2 mana. Let's take our future. Booyah! God, that one felt good. Man, we were searching and searching and eventually got it. It just feels so good. It feels like you find that treasure. Alright, Plunder. We're gonna try to match their early aggression. So we're gonna mulligan away the Quicksand, and I don't mind keeping the Time Trick. Because I don't really want to mulligan as much because of the fear of picking up the drop border. Especially in a matchup like this, I'd love to find the drop border here. Okay, but we're not upset about finding these. I'm gonna take EKKO over Sivir because I have so many predicts online. Chronobreak is definitely the way we're gonna win this one. So
I don't want to meet whatever
I'm gonna skip. Scrying Sands could be neat. Oh, ain't that nice?
This is my time. Listen to me.
There's plenty of killing left.
Gonna find a gift for Renekton, right, Arda?
I want to play this Merciless Hunter now that I've got. I was worried about a Monkey Idol coming down, right? Pushing some damage could be nice, but I think it's just about. It's about finding that. If we trade you into you, I can use this to smack for 4 damage. I can use you to trade into you, but This is tricky. Let's see what we find there.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe. See what I've learned?
That's right. Run! We'll get our licks in.
Say your farewells.
That works out.
Taken.
Takes out my Merciless Hunter, but it also allows me to... Okay, so Double Make It Rain does work for them. I picked up the Scry and Sands there because it could be a cheeky way to prevent them from progressing their Plunder.
Future is whatever I make. Things aren't gonna improve themselves.
Now we want to play EKKO. Nice. Sejuani could go down here. So I want to attack first.
Real good to see you.
I could go for the Absolver here. It would allow me to push 8 damage. But I think we can do better. It's 4 mana. It's a heavy expense. And they could have a Monster Harpoon, and that would justify them going for it. We don't have a counter for that, so we'll just strike. Well, we're not gonna rush this win condition. Now we play the Fallen Feline first, and then we go for the Predict.
You're okay now, right?
Oh, wait, what? Oh my god. Oh my, whoa, I've never seen that before. What are the odds of that happening? Oh my god, that's actually, mathematically, that's fucking crazy. Holy shit. I think I like Preservarium. But again, we're gonna make use of the initiative system to see if our opponent slips up in some way. I'm gonna draw. I'm greedy. I'm greedy as hell.
You own what you take.
I'll do better this time.
So my EKKO still dies. But I get to combine it with Shapestone here.
This is my future.
Currents keep me.
No, deja vu isn't what it used to be.
Pass initiative. And I'm gonna go for the call shot. I'm gonna cycle through my deck and also get that parallel convergence in there. Okay, I like that red negation because now we're gonna get double draw here, which really does increase our chances of finding it.
I know what I'm worth.
I'm gonna play Sivir. We have card advantage now. They've yet to level up their champions. They're getting into the deep end though. Like next turn, Field of Rush could be a thing, but we have the Red of Negation to counter it potentially. And Dreadway is spooky, but we've seen Dreadway, we go in. We go all in.
Keep up, keep up.
Gotta focus.
You can't do this.
Leave no survivors.
Why are you here?
I could have attacked in a different ordering just to... Monster Harpoon. I probably should counter that, right? But then preserving this for Field of Rush is, I feel like, is very important. No, but I'm gonna counter. Is that the way to go? No, as long as I counter Field of Rush, I shouldn't lose.
I got all the time in the world.
I go where the trouble is. It's never too far.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
I need to be able to counter the Field of Rush. Yes, I'm so happy I prioritized this. Oh my goodness. I can kill an ally and I can bring him back anyways. Oh man, that was such a clutch decision. I would have lost otherwise. Oh, there we go. There we go.
That's all.
Now we smack him down. We trade to that. They finally level up, but it's too late for that. We Chronobreak, get our units back, and we go for the win, ladies and gentlemen. Sivir style. There we go. Really happy that I played that one. Oh, nice. God, that was like one of the most satisfying wins I've had in a while. Holy shit. All right, Lurk. Lurk gave us a bit of an ass whooping yesterday. Can't really sugarcoat it too much. But now we have a pretty nice opener here with Ancient Preparations into Aspiring Chronomancer. I think I want to keep the Merciless Hunter, just to have a little bit of interaction, and I could potentially target stuff like Pike if it were to come down. You see EKKO there, very nice. Man, that triple border was insane. I'm gonna keep the Feral Prescience. So they lurk. What am I searching for here? We got EKKO. I mean, double Feral Prescience allows us to actually level up EKKO on curve, right?
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
And that feels good enough. Hopefully they didn't get like a turn 1 Pike spell. That's the thing, like, man, I can have a solid opener, but against Lurk, sometimes it really comes down to just how much they high roll you. Pike spell is kind of ridiculous.
You turn it like so.
Double Feral Prescience here, though. Like I said, this EKKO level up is going to be turbo. I wish I let off with a fallen feline though. Okay, still no predicting happening. What I love about this double Pharaoh presence as well is that I can also pass over initiative. Alright, we play one. Decent options, but nothing particularly exciting. We pass. Pharaoh again. Now we get a drop border. Beautiful. Quicksand is alright. Could have played Fallen Feline, but whatever. Again, all I'm asking is for them to not have hit. Ooh.
You made choices.
Got a little bit greedy there. It's fine. We got that out of him. I'll take the time trick.
Watch out.
It was a bit greedy, what I just did. But to be fair, it's not like Lurk has many non-Lurk cards, so I took my chances there. Got punished, but we still got card advantage over the opponent, and it seems like they don't have the Pike spell, otherwise they would have played it. Okay, there's Rek'Sai.
These are my streets.
I don't know what he's thinking about.
Little help. New tech, new tricks, new day, new song.
Slip through my pores!
Now we have an actual blocker. Yeah, losing double echo doesn't feel great there though. Maybe I misplayed my echoes in a way. Because I have quicksand, I have counterplays. I've been impatient. I'm not happy with how I piloted this one as a whole. Bro. What are you doing? What are you even thinking about here? You have no buffs. Okay. He's really taking his time. Holy crap, dude. I'm gonna go for the quicksand. And I mean, in a way, maybe getting that Ruthless Predator out of him here is good. But I don't want to play anything else. I'm going to take a hit from this Rek'Sai. And with this quicksand, I'm essentially just trying to nullify it.
Honor is the rust on a dull blade.
I have spell shield, so I'm not worried about another bullet skewer that he may have. Alright. I'm gonna go with a sit.
Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
We're on Chronobreak. Going for the kill. Oh my god, this late game. Even without EKKO, man, just having the Chronobreak and the Absolver with Sivir is all I need. All I need.
Wrap 'em up tight.
Going for the kill. Even if he does bone skewer right here, I still got lethal with Sivir alone. We attack order like this so we deal more damage because she levels up as soon as this strikes. So we're going for the maximum damage output here. Even if something weird happened and he managed to answer my Sivir, my Hexite Crystal will be able to finish him off, and we just took him down, baby. Fuck yeah. Vengeance.
Real treasure is friendship. That's the gold.
Or vengeance. Pang City. Alright. Turn one. I mean, I like everything about this hand, to be honest. I'm gonna keep it. Not even gonna think it. You never mulligan away Fallen Feline. Even in a deck like, even in a matchup like this where they can threaten you with a parley, you don't care. Like, getting the Fallen Feline turn one, that's not the greatest, but probably, is it better to lead off with this? No.
Just out of reach.
No, because we wanna.
Now where did I leave that beaker?
We have good chances at. Basically, we wanna have. Oh my god, I can't talk. We want to have the best chance possible at finding the Hexite Crystal. So the earlier we play that, the better.
I don't want to eat whatever woke you up. Listen to me. We can always rely on you to keep us
I'm
safe.
gonna skip.
Work.
Man, I'm good.
Want to see what it does?
Interesting that didn't even decide to block into this. Ooh, give it all. That could be really strong.
Next thing I know, I'm up to my britches in purple berries. Where was I?
Nuh-uh.
Back in the game. Gotta focus.
I'm gonna attack like this.
It's gonna blow.
Show me that. Show me that. Oh.
Will help. Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
No, deja vu isn't what it used to be.
I never.
toss you can turn.
Oh, does he have that in Gangplank? Because that would be brutal.
Your king has returned.
Yikes.
I'll make corpses of them.
Yikes, that's very fortunate of him. Like being able to curve out into gameplay like this. Alright. We gotta find that Chronobreak.
Their bones will splinter.
You get all that?
Explosives.
Well, you had a future.
Real good to see you.
Okay. I'm gonna have to resort to the Absolver here because I really want to eliminate Gangplank.
I froze time.
These are my streets.
We're going for the high roll. Can we find it? We gotta believe. I believe. Heart of the cards! Ah. Alright. That's rough. Okay. There we go. Alright. What if he has another one? I'm gonna go for this first.
And wouldn't you know it, I picked the wrong mushroom.
It's a living. Blade, sand, and treasure. Couldn't ask for more.
Next thing I know, I'm up to my britches in purple berries.
Ah. I needed that Chronobreak earlier. And this give it all, we just don't have the board for it, unfortunately.
This pay by the hour.
I think my only play is to Ricochet here. And see if I can hit this Lectrin Yordle twice.
Line them up.
It really, I don't even hit it once. Wow. Okay, we get the ultimate of low rolls.
Nothing personal.
And that's a wrap. Because we go for the Chronobreak and they ping us to death. Chronobreak is not as impressive here. GG. Good game. It was a hard fought game. The parlay into the Gangplank setup there was just too much for us. And if we found Chronobreak there, if the Heart of the Cards was strong enough, we would have been able to like actually make a sick comeback. But GG. That was a good game. Can't always go our way. And we got the Daily Darkness matchup. Alright, get out of here, Drug Border. You belong in the deck. Shapestone could be neat, but I'm gonna mulligan it as well. I'm gonna keep EKKO. Just because I really want to find that that Chronomancer. Even though Ancient Preparations can help that happen, it's very, very important for us to actually be able to block into the Catalyzer and eliminate it immediately. I mean, Ancient Preparations already does that actually because they have the attack token. Give it all is actually interesting, but maybe a little bit too greedy. I'm actually gonna keep this card. It can be a win condition here. I don't mind Merciless Hunter.
I don't want to meet whatever woke you up.
Because it can allow me to get rid of Vhagar. Like, it can prevent the Vhagar play on curve.
Give me your malice, creatures of doom!
There he is. I'm not gonna attack because I'd rather trade my Clockling into the 2-3 stat line. Or the 3-2 stat line. Ordering.
Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll learn soon.
Okay, want to make me a few extra boards?
Yes! I mean, sure, you know, whatever.
Whatever. Going a bit tsundere there. So, right now for 3 mana I can't really kill anything on my board. So this Burgeoning Sentinel is pretty much nullified. I don't know why he's playing Burgeoning Sentinel in Darkness. I don't think that's actually good. I'm gonna pass. I'm happy I kept this this Give It All.
Come to witness my ingenuity, Lord Vader.
Perfect.
Stretching my legs, number 3.
Beautiful.
Gotta find more stuff. We'll get our licks in. Wrap 'em up tight.
I'm not attacking with the drop border because I don't want to give him the free block with the Twisted Catalyzer. Like, if the Twisted Catalyzer is going to engage, it's going to die. And I also want to attack with Merciless Hunter because if he has Miscall, I want to encourage him to block into me and thus make it a 50-50 because essentially I'm making it so that if he does have Miscall, I punish him by hitting him hard in the face with the 4 power Fearsome unit. Okay. Darkness going up to 4.
Bring me darkness, dinner, and perhaps I will let you live.
It's a good thing you're cute, Biggs.
Witness true power.
Never had luck, never needed it. Heading topside.
Never change, Thorn.
See what I've learned?
I'm gonna attack with everything.
Oh, dancing partner.
And now I'm gonna go for the Rider Negation. Hopefully he doesn't have another Stress Defense. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. I took that quicksand earlier, even though it didn't really matter because I could kill Senna this way.
Eyes forward. Darkness and light. Nuh-uh.
Just out of reach. Took a few timelines, but you're okay now, right?
Make the hurt your weapon.
Well, give it all did something. I'm not gonna go for the Chronobreak now.
Back in the game.
Gotta find more stuff.
All right.
Ah, fearless.
I could have tried to fish for the Hexite Crystal actually. But he's so low that this Chronobreak still represents an insane hit. Even with the mini morph, like yeah, sure, he mini morphed away my Echo, fine. But he barely got any stat reduction onto it. And while it stops, you know, some card advantage here, it doesn't necessarily do the job at halting lethal. So because we actually got him to commit such an expensive play, we're just gonna try to essentially win this round that way. Total of 6. And then with 2 blockers, drop him down to 4.
Getting dark.
Not vulnerable to any like pokey stick, removing any of my units here.
Will help.
We Feral Prescience in case we get the Hexite Crystal. We do. That's just absolutely beautiful. And we got it. And we got it, baby. Who needs Echo when you got Mini T for the win?
Turn it like so.
Oh man! Hell yeah! Got him! What did a Mini T quote? Ryan, come on.